Hey everybody, I'm Chelsea. Like, comment, and subscribe. Today I want to talk about the truth about cheaters. I feel like everybody across the world have their different perspectives and opinions about why do people cheat, why do grown people cheat, and like why do just people cheat in general and so much, and what is the issue, and why don't people just remain single and chase relationships and just when they know they're going to cheat instead. And today I think I have a few answers for you. The first thing I want to say is that when someone cheats on you, that is most of the time never about you. It's not because of, if it's not dealing with any retaliation because of abuse, any type of abuse, or you cheated on them first. If someone cheats on you, it's a reflection of their character and their spirit and their who they are as a person. It's about how they feel about themselves. It's about their own character flaws. It's never about you. Like, the main thing that it's about that they don't feel worthy enough as a human being. They don't feel high value about themselves. They don't have a high self-esteem about themselves. They have their own insecurities, probably about their appearance, but mainly about who they are as a human being and their value as a person. Like how people treat others, they're not happy within themselves. They are insecure. And I feel like a lot of times when people cheat, especially when men cheat, I think it's because they're doing it intentionally. I think they intentionally want to like harm and make other people feel bad. Like, a lot of people, what men have made it seem like it for a lot of years, that cheating is due to like temptation and lack of self-control. But I really feel like cheating is so intentional and you have to go through so many steps to cheat, that I feel like when a man cheats on you, when anyone cheats on you, especially a man, when they're doing that, they're just trying to like, they're intentionally want to see you sad. They intentionally want to emotionally abuse you. It's not a mistake. It's not just, especially if the man is like 25 years or older, like they're doing it intentionally. They want to intentionally harm you and disrespect you. They want you to be broken emotionally and mentally. Like, I don't feel like it's an accident. So I don't think that, you know, it's a lack of self-control or it's temptation or it's lust. I think that what a lot of women across the world need to learn is that when someone cheats on you, is that they're doing it intentionally. You know, that's what I feel. And you know, I'm open to being wrong. Like, maybe it's just ignorance that they cheat. That's one of the reasons why they cheat. But another reason why men cheat is because it's to validate themselves. Like, they want to, most men are so broken spiritually and view themselves as so low and useless and worthless. Like, they care about themselves so little that they have to sleep around and have sex with several women just to feel worthy of a human being, just to validate their existence and their presence and who they are as an individual. Like, most men cheat, they do it so that they can feel good about themselves. It's like, I don't feel like cheating for the most part is all about lust and sex and temptation and lack of self-control. I think they do it to hurt women, and they do it to validate themselves. They want to feel worthy of a human being, because in their minds, if someone's willing to have sex with me, that I must be worthy of existing, that I must matter in this world. To them, a woman having sex with them means that they matter and that they have a high value as a man, as a human being. I feel like men have a far lower self-esteem than women, and I just like, they do it so they can see themselves worthy as a human being. Also, most men that cheat a lot, especially cheat with dozens of women and hundreds of women, view women as objects, and they just don't, because it's like they're able to have sex with so many women because they just don't respect women. They don't respect women to not have sex with all these other people while having sex with you and other women and so on and so forth. And so men that do have sex with a lot of women view women as objects, not as human beings. And when they view them as objects, they tend to abuse them physically and everything else. Like, men also too, like men that have sex with a lot of women, in my opinion, most of the time have a connection. As far as men having sex with hundreds of women, they typically have connections to being an abuser and or being a pedophile and some other things that I don't want to get into today. But like when they view women as objects, and they still entertain them with sexual relationships and romantic relationships, like they tend to down the line show their like true colors of being an abuser, being a sexual a predator towards children and women, and just like men that view women as objects and that have sex with a lot of women. Like men that have sex with a lot of women typically are dangerous, in my opinion. And I'm open to being wrong, but I feel like there's a pattern that I keep seeing with men that sleep with dozens of women and hundreds of women, and continue to do that throughout their 20s, 30s, and 40s and beyond. Like I feel like most men that just have like inner demons within themselves, and they truly hate themselves, because a person that respects themselves wouldn't give their body that much to so many people, and they just wouldn't they just wouldn't view human beings as sexual objects, like sexual objects like that. Like people that sleep around with hundreds of people view humans as just sexual objects, like something to just be used, not like a human being that matters and that is important in this world. And I feel like that's how men that sleep with hundreds of women think, and how people that sleep with hundreds of people think, in my opinion. Like, you know, cheaters cheat to validate themselves, because they're insecure about who they are, to hurt other people. And they also, and men that cheat a lot and sleep with a lot of people have connection to abuse and being a pedophile and other things. And you know, that's just why cheaters cheat truly. And lastly, I feel like everybody on this planet shouldn't prioritize sex. I feel like people make sex more important than what it is. Like it's the most important thing on this planet. I feel like you should be able to live a happy life for a long time and for the rest of your life without a romantic relationship, without a boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, husband, or fiance, and without sex. You should be able to be content at the bare minimum for several years without having to have sex with the person. And every single person on this planet, if they are not married, should be waiting until marriage and to have sex. Like people need to respect their bodies more, and to control themselves, to understand and try to figure out why they feel like they have to have sex consistently with different people, like for the rest of their lives, until they get into a relationship or in between relationships. Like why do grown people feel that way? So yeah, human beings shouldn't prioritize sex. Like, comment, and subscribe.